Well, when you're talking about good tips for kitten care, obviously you want to know whether or not the kitten has been orphaned, or if it's one that is still nursing with its mom, or it's a newborn, or it's 8 weeks old. So let's assume that you just got a new kitten. It's not nursing anymore. It's a 6 or 8 week old cat that you've adopted now. And what do you want to do? Well, obviously the first thing you should do is have it checked out. I don't mean that a veterinarian could look at it, or just make sure that it's in good condition. You want to make sure that its eyes are nice and clean, it doesn't have any discharge, it's not coughing or sneezing, its bowel movements are normal, and it's eating well. And most of the time, the problems you have with a new kitten is appetite, or what it's eating, because it's no longer been nursing on the mom for a while, but now it's been starting to eat dry food or canned food, and now it's also, since you've just gotten it, probably the diet is going to be changed. And so you want to make sure that the first thing is to make sure it's getting proper nutrition and it's got an adequate diet. What happens a lot of times with a change in diet, it could get diarrhea, it could start to bloat, other things will happen, and so getting the diet straight is really very important. Once you have that established, and most kittens are very good about being litter trained, so you want to make sure that it has plenty of access to its litter box, and not have any problems. Keep the litter box clean, and just use either sand or gravel. There's lots of different kitty litters out there commercially available. Some people like clumping litter, some people don't. And I usually stay away from the scented ones, but again, just have it available. The box shouldn't be so high that the kitten can't get into it. You also want to have a place that's safe for the kitten. If you have children, or if you have young children especially, the kittens are really a novel item, and everybody loves to play with little kittens. So you want to always supervise kids handling their kittens. A little too much handling is never good. You have to give a kitten a lot of space, and you have to understand that a young kitten will get tired very easily. It'll play very aggressively, or play a lot, but then it'll get tired, and there's a level of how much interaction and how much stimulation it can have. So find a place that it can have that's quiet, and it can get away from young children too. Another thing about handling a young kitten is a lot of times they like to play with their feet, or they might act like they're pawing at you. Try not to use your hand or fingers or your body parts to play with them like that, because as they get older, it might be cute when they're little 8-week or 10-week-old kittens that they're pawing and playing with you. But when you got a 6-month-old cat, or a 12 or 2 or 3-year-old cat that's pawing and biting you, it's no longer cute and fun. And some people can have really serious problems. So I usually recommend, when you have a young kitten, don't use your hands to play with it outside of holding it. And holding it's great, but not to actually stimulate a lot of play activity that way. Use the little feathers or other lots of little toys out there commercially available for young kittens. So give it plenty of space. Give it plenty of food and water. Activity is really good, but not overactivity. And let it rest.